Hi everyone. Today's video is going to be the second part of my coloring book collection. This one's going to be focused mainly on my Mandala craze. So after the color it books and discovering I love mandalas so much, I started buying random mandala books, and some of them I ripped the pages out of the book, some I've kept in. So first I'm going to show you, I pulled all the Mandala books, aside from the Color It books that I own. And this one was recently purchased. So this has nothing colored in it yet. It is a brand new book. It's on my 2-color shelf. The Magic of Mandalas by Stefano Mararo. And the other brand new one I have is Mandala Meditation Coloring Book. This was also a recent purchase from Amazon. So these two, nothing has been colored in them, and I have showed them on a haul video. So if there, any questions, just let me know on those. These next books I'm going to show are ones that I've left the pages in. So this was a buy at Ollie's, the Ultimate Coloring Book Treasury. And I have seen a couple other YouTubers that have this book. I believe I have only done one in here. There we go. And it was this one here. And that was done with glitter gel pen. I wasn't writing down all the time what I was using, so more than likely they're the rayon glitter gel pens. And that's the only one I have done in that book. Then I have the Color Ya Mandalas coloring book. And I have several done in here. Let's see here. This is done with the Taniment glitter gel pens. Pentel Crazy Pop, the color changing ones. And then these tabs should make it easier, and that's not. I apologize, I cannot get it. Pentel Hybrids, and this is the darker colors of the sets. And then this one was done with rayon glitter. And that's it in that book. This next book, I've only done one in, and I actually had pulled this one out. It was done with Prismas, Black Widows, and Schreiberfarben. It says May. So I think this was just this past May, but nothing else is done in this book. Relax and Color Inverted Mandala. And if you've watched recent haul, this was on there. And this book, I decided just to start at the front and color, so I only have a few pages done. And that's it. And that one. This Jennifer Albert's Difficult Flower Mandalas. I found Jennifer Albert on Facebook in a coloring group, and wanted to support her and her new book coming out, so I ordered it. And unfortunately I've only done one in here so far, this mandala here. So yeah, just one so far. And this one, The Other World Spirits Unique Geometric Spiral Coloring Book by Bill Simpson. And I believe I've only done one in here. That one. And I think that was rayon glitter gel pens. Sorry, my allergies are acted up, so my voice is terribly scratchy. This one here is Hello Angel Mindfulness Coloring Collection. Another Ollie's by $1.99, and I've only done one in here, and that is this one here with some sort of glitter gel pen. Not sure what exactly, but then we have Adult Coloring Book Intricate Patterns, Jade Summers, and y'all should be familiar with it. And this one was done recently with Pentel Dual Metallic and Flare Sparkle. And I believe that's the only one done in there. Mandala Coloring Book, Magical Mandalas, Jade Summers. And I have quite a few done in here. Also, this book may have some pulled out. I'm not sure. I can't really remember. And this is me trying to use up my colors that aren't my favorite colors. And I don't really have much to say. I kind of don't like them. I get stuck on what I like, and then I don't like to venture off. So, yeah, hopefully I'm not catching too much of a glare for you guys. I hope it's not too bad. I'll try to get this light away, and then I need it. Intricate Mandalas Coloring Book by Jade Summers. And I may have pulled some out of this one, I'm not sure. This one was done recently with the Jelly Roll glitter pens. That was pastel colors. I probably am getting a really big glare. These were recent. This was recent. Chromatech. Oh, so yeah, there's pages ripped out of here. So the pages that are all ripped out, they're all, that's my son writing. They're all in the binders that are gonna come up here after I show you these last few books. This is Tabitha Barnett's Majestic Mandalas Midnight Edition. And I think I only have one done in here. Yeah, this one here. Rainbow. I think that was for a tag maybe. So, and if you guys see any books that you might want to flip through of, just let me know. Probably a lot of them have flip throughs out there, but the offer is there. And if you've watched any of my recent haul videos, you've seen this monster. 500 unique geometric patterns. It's not really 500 pages, it's like 250, but they're front and back. It is a beast of a book. This is the biggest coloring book I own. So, and I only did one page. Where's it? Right here. I had it upside down. So I did that page right there. I don't know what I did it with. The Chromatech glitter pens. Not really what I was expecting, but I didn't return it. I colored in it. So next is this stack of books here. Most of these, the pages, there's no coloring pages in them completed. I'm just going to show you them real quick. They're all in the binders because I beforehand really got into coloring. I was really into coloring, obviously, because all my completed pages, but before I got into actually kind of cataloging, keeping track and that kind of thing. So this is the Magnificent Mandalas Level is Intricate Creative Coloring Book. To me, these are not, I guess they are intricate, but to me they're not that bad. Some of them might be more than others. I did have 2 of these, and I believe I gave one away. I think I sent it to my friend Shantae, but I'm not 100% certain, but I know there's completed pages in the binder. or I had two and I completed one whole one. I can't remember which one. So that one, this is Beautiful Mandalas, adult coloring book for serenity and stress relief. Art and Color Press, 2017, and there's not a lot left in it. I've pulled out several of them. I think the ones left are really small detail, or yeah, so, but there's a bunch of them completed and in the binder. This one as well, Five Below, $5, relaxation coloring book, and it kind of is falling apart because of pulling pages out of it, but it has like a variety of patterns and pictures and all kinds in there. So then we have The Art of Mandela, Jason Hamilton. This is volume 1, and that was my son. And a lot of these have been pulled out and colored. Even if I would get a book and they're like, when there's certain mandalas that I just wouldn't do, basically what happens with those is that I tear them out, especially if they're not double-sided. I'll tear them out and I'll use this page for scratch paper, just so it's being used. And then this one, new edition adult coloring book, Mandalas and Patterns, Sarah and Jane Carter. And a lot of these are out of, I don't know if you can see it on there. A lot of these are out of there. They're just ripped out because I did them and put them in the other. And this one has a border, so we can kind of tell. That's the thing also in my binder. When I first started these, I was pulling them out, and as I colored them, I just shoved them in a file folder. And that's where they went until I moved, and then all of the file folders got combined and I put them in binders. So I got organized with my new setup in my space. Design Originals, Good Vibes Coloring Book, Enjoy This Moment, Coloring is Fun, Thea McCarty, maybe? I know I did a couple of these, they're in the binder. But they're all got a phrase, and she does show in the beginning here of techniques and things like that. So if that's something you're interested in, and then she shows examples of what she would have done with the pages, and gives you a color palette. So you could follow a color palette, but do your colors in different spots and see how it turns out and how different it looks. So yeah, I didn't follow a color palette. I kind of just looked past all of that when I first started because I didn't realize what it was. And I just colored what I wanted to color when I wanted to color it. So, and you'll see that in the binder if you stick around to watch. Then I have this one. This was given to me as a gift, Sacred Angels. It was a Dollar General buy. Illustrations by Lydia Hess. If I did any of these, I know I did a couple. But this is one of the books where I'm using the page for scratch paper because I didn't want to color the pages, but I know I did a couple of them, and hopefully I can point them out in the binder. There was other books similar to these that I had prior, but I ripped the pages out and probably destroyed the whole book by ripping them all out, and they went in the binder. So I don't know what those books' names are or anything like that, so I apologize for that because I just don't know. I'm sorry. I colored a lot. So I'm gonna zoom out here a little bit so that you can see. And they are double page. So hopefully I'm gonna get it right in here. And I don't want to go too slow, but there we go. and show you what is in here. And I didn't have X-Acto knife or nothing, so a lot of them are ripped. Some are pretty haphazard, but as long as it didn't rip the mandala, we were good. And yeah, and these were all colored while working full-time with 3 children. Yes, I color a lot. It's what gets me through. It is my lifesaver. Also, I've been a previous cigarette smoker and I quit that. So this is helpful with my hands. Here's that book, the one with the border. And as you can tell, I like a lot of pinks and purples and greens and blues. Try to throw in some other colors that I don't typically use. And I think maybe that's why colors look easier for me a little bit, because I started out this way with just picking a color. I didn't really care about the pattern. I just picked the colors. And I don't care about the pattern. I don't look at the page at all. I pick my colors before, sometimes before I pick the page. I pick the page, I don't pick my colors. It doesn't really coordinate. Unless I feel like I can't get the colors separated from the others. So that little book, here's one of the pages out of it. And the other page you're seeing under there. Not one of the greatest, but hey, it is what it is. And this is from one of the little Mandala books. So this binder is full of 100 protective sheets, and they are front and back. As well as the completed books. So that's a lot of color, and I know, but just a little insight into my world. We didn't really go out anywhere ever. We stayed at home a lot. I, of course, was the sole supporter of the family, so it was kind of paycheck by paycheck. And as you could tell, a lot of my books were Ollie buys, were $1.99. The color books, they are expensive. They're 20 bucks a piece. I would ask my mom at Christmas and try to color that book through the year, and then ask for 1 or 2 more books the following year from my mom, or, you know, set aside 20 bucks where I could to buy myself another one of the color books. So even with kids, that's the nice thing about coloring, is you can sit down and you can color, and you can get up and you can take care of their needs, whatever you need to do, and then you can sit back down. Also, when I first started coloring, we didn't have cable, so I wasn't watching TV a lot, and I wasn't really, you know, I had Facebook, but I wasn't really into any other social media, and Facebook really was for friends and family. So I had, oh, okay, so, sorry, there's a book, I didn't realize that was in here, maybe I did. Here, I'll show you. I thought I put it here, but maybe I didn't, because I don't remember showing it to you guys. Okay, so my sister, well, I mean, this is my coloring group channel is not for kids, but my sister had got me this book, yes, curse words, and there's none in it. I forgot. I thought I just didn't have any colors in it. I was debating putting it in or not, so we won't show it, but I had done this for my kid's father. And I was really mad at the time, and I said, I colored it and showed it to him and said it was just for him. So we'll move along. So yeah, but he's, you know, got some issues. So we never went out and did anything like that, or nor could we have really afforded it. There was my son, wrote his name and drew himself on the picture. So yeah, I would just get up and deal with the kids, housework, whatever might be the case, but any other time I was sitting coloring. And then even when we did get cable, when I started making more money and was able to afford it, I still would color while I watched TV. I don't see me stopping this hobby. It's more of a lifestyle for me. I get grumpy when I can't do it. I really enjoy it. I'm kind of obsessed with it. Yeah. So I'm sure there's a few of you out there that can relate. I just pray that my hands don't go to where I can't. This was 30-day challenge by Sassy's Coloring, and I was doing it with my son. His is in the other binder with his coloring pages, so I can show you that here once this is done. I don't think we ever submitted them, but I had mine done very quickly. That one's Bic or Sharpie, but as you can tell, most of mine are the glitter gel pens. So that's the end of the first binder. The second binder is not full. So if you're sticking around, check it out. It is not full. So I do have this here. This was a very big page. It was in the calendar, and I had pulled it out. I smudged it to keep it, but it doesn't fit in anything. So I just kind of keep it here on the side because it fits the whole binder side perfectly. So here was my son's 30-day challenge, and he didn't quite complete it. He kind of gave up, but he was only five at the time. Yeah, 5. So he got a good bit done, and he did really well with his color choices, I thought. So this first little, I'll just do this. This first little thing here is his coloring stuff that I've kept. Not all of it, but some of the stuff we were working on. And I don't know how anybody feels about this, but I'm just gonna show you anyways. But he colored that at school, I think. This one he colored, and he picked the colors all on his own. He doesn't get any help from me. He colored this while I was checking out at the grocery store. They had some crayons sitting there in these pictures at Giant, and he colored this. And then when we got home, he didn't get it finished, so he had to add the tongue, and then he colored that and added the stickers. And then that, I don't know what that is. That was from school. So I thought he had some more, but I might have them somewhere else. But so this page here was out of one of my son's books, and I decided it had 2 pages to it, so I decided to do this one in glitter gel pen. And then she had some cheap colored pencils, so I decided to do that in this. And I was really unhappy with it at first because it was really, you could see all the scratchy marks because it was some cheap no name, I don't know what the name of the pencils were. And then I got a blender, and once I started later in my journey, and I blended it so it does look a little bit better. This one here was, I was coloring this for my mom, and I had colored, there's 2 pages, I had colored the 2 lilies, and she had picked a real life picture of lilies, and then I was coloring it to match. And then I had this whole envision for the background, And this was when I first started working with backgrounds and stuff, and it turned into an utter mess. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I liked this part here, and then I don't know what the hell happened, but it did. So I had to go buy a second copy of that book because they were going to be gifts to her. So just so I could recolor this, and then I did the background completely different. So yeah. So we all have those, I'm sure. I don't really throw anything away, and I try to complete everything. Don't like this one. Sharpie and markers. I don't know what I use there, but not crazy about it. I don't like my marker work at all. Just don't like it at all. So, and then back to glitter gel pen. Thank God. So they definitely are a lot better in my opinion than the other ones. This is one of my favorites. I think this one's from the angel one, the Sacred Angels, and this one here. I really enjoyed this one. Love the colors. I love the straight see-through pattern, whatever. So these are, a lot of these are started dating in 2017. This is from the Sacred Angel page. I do that. 2017. So this one I believe was from the Sacred Angel page, book, page. So these are about 2017. But I try to color every day, regardless of what's going on, if I possibly can. And I know I get really annoying sometimes to my family, but hey, if it's keeping me happy, everybody else will be happy, right? That one seems more like a more recent one here. Pentels maybe. And this one's not complete. I started this with markers and I hate markers. Every time I work with them, I'm just like, oh, it looks like a little kid did it. So yeah, I didn't finish it, but it's in here. And then that's it. All right, guys, till the next video. I don't know where I'm going next. This was just my first two. Maybe I'll go into my Kirby Roseanne books, because that's actually what got, yeah, that's actually where I'm going to go next. My Kirby Roseanne books, and we'll start out with Worlds Within Worlds, because that's the book that my first book I decided to buy when I joined the Facebook coloring group and started using pencils. And you'll see where I transition from gel pen to gel pen and pencil to straight pencil. So it's kind of where my transition happened. So we're going to start there next. So if you want to watch those videos, look for those next. Take care. Thanks so much for watching.